Hey guys, I want to talk to you about something I've been thinking. I saw a documentary last night, and I read some articles today, and I put two and two together, and it got me thinking. It freaked me out and it pissed me off, and I wanted to share my thoughts with y'all. By now, you've all seen this figure before. What happens without social distancing and other protocols, and what happens to flatten the curve? You can flatten the curve. You can reduce the amount of infected and dead to keep it from overwhelming the healthcare system, and that's what you're supposed to do. And by now, you probably even know that it's not theoretical. You might have even seen these two exact case studies. Where in Philadelphia in 1918, this is the Spanish flu. They called it the Spanish flu, but to punish Spain for not participating in World War One. Um, but with the flu, the leaders in Philadelphia didn't take it seriously. They even held a freaking parade, the Liberty Loan Parade, where hundreds of thousands of people attended. That was way back here in September. By the time they realized that they needed to take it seriously, the damage was already done. The cases were insane. 15,000 people in that city back then died, more than 1%. That's like 15,000 San Antonians dying this month. Um, and so that's crazy. They did too little too late, and they should have been better. They should have flattened the curve. And so you might even know in real life, St. Louis did it. They were way stricter. Their health commissioner and mayor were way stricter, even though the businesses were saying, the theaters were saying, especially, this is prohibitive. This is gonna really hurt our economy. They said we don't care. We're going to move on and do these social distancing, quarantining measures. So you've seen this, cool. But what I want to focus on is this point right here. What happened? St. Louis was doing everything right. But then they said, okay, there's been a couple of days in a row where the cases are dropping. Let's say November 11th, Armistice Day, 11/11. That's when we'll take the reins off. People can start going outside again. They even said only high schools will reopen. Elementary and middle schools aren't going to reopen. Kids couldn't even like leave their homes. And even with those restrictions, they saw a bump in cases. They saw, I'll move this over here. They saw that they were lulled into this false sense of security. 700 cases were reported in just 24 hours. They traced it back to like 5 theaters that were letting kids in, plus all the other people that were just out and about intermingling. And that's why St. Louis saw a spike in cases, a spike in deaths. They prolonged well into December. They prolonged their experience with that epidemic. Okay, so why am I talking about this now? You might know that on May 1st, Friday, our governor said we're going to start loosening the reins. We're going to do what St. Louis did. We're going to let you go to restaurants at 25% capacity. We're going to open up movie theaters. Movie theaters. I wonder if that's a good idea. Um, and that's what we're going to start to do because things are going so well. Even if that were true, I still think it's dumb, but it's not true. If you look right now, our cases right now, this April 28th, are the exact same as they were 2.5 weeks ago. We should be acting now the way we were acting 2.5 weeks ago. We're kind of plateauing. The cases aren't going down. The cases from Monday are higher than they were last week. So, me and my family, we're going to keep on doing what we've been doing. We're going to do social distancing. We're going to wash the heck out of our hands. I'm not going to be like my neighbors and go over and hang out and have picnics and have sleepovers and let the kids just roam free. We're going to be acting the same way we've been acting because it's not over yet. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we don't see a spike like St. Louis saw. But if that does happen, it's not going to affect my family because we're going to do it right, and we're going to stay safe. We're going to stay home, and then we'll talk about this later on under better circumstances. So that's kind of what I want you guys to do too. Take it seriously. I love you guys. Stay home. Stay safe. Do it right. And I'll see you when I see you. Love you guys. Bye.